Welcome, Mr. Mahdi. Welcome to my channel, my YouTube channel. Welcome, sir. Welcome. It's nice meeting.
Thank you.
With Mr. Mahdi Biglary. And sorry.
Biglary.
Biglary.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
Biglary.
Yes.
Biglary. So I am really very happy, and thanks to all that you gave us a precious time and our precious presentation today in our next webinar.
Do you have my pictures?
Yes, yes.
My screen?
Yes, yes. Both.
Yes. In the name of God, I'm Mahdi Biglary from Iran. Our company is PSCO, working on many industry fields like as poultry A to Z.
Wow.
Today I will say to my friends about insulation and some important things like as leakage test in sheds and evolution about the leakage. You can see in my screen insulation checking. You can see, Dr. IMRAN?
Mr. Mahdi, thank you for your introduction. And also our main topic is the ventilation. So because of the ventilation, we arranged this webinar especially on the smoke test and the leakage. Why we do the smoke test? This is a very important question. That's why we, before in arrival of every chicken, we made a smoke test to check the behavior of the air in the house and the leakage of the house. This is very important that if you control your leakage of the house, your air movement of the house, you can save a lot of money. That's why we select that topic, especially on the smoke test and leakage test. So please, you please carry on. Yes, leakage problem. What is the problem of leakage? Please let us know, sir.
Yes. During minimum ventilation, you know better than me, Dr. IMRAN, you need enough pressure during minimum ventilation if there are leaks in your house, so you need more pressure.
Right.
Decreasing quality of litter because cold air drop to litter. You cannot control moisture. Little increase moisture in the shed and litters and food problem in the birds. Cold air leakage on the bird and draft. You cannot control just in the inlet. Another place during the negative pressure, coming air and cold air and drop to birds. You have not equal temperature in all over the house. Some places are warm and some places are cold. And center of shed is empty of birds because you cannot reach to good pressure and air cannot reach to peak of the sheds. You cannot control air coming and air direction. You know better than me. You need to exact direction for the air and heat and exchange with the warm air in top of the shed near to roof, and after the warming drop to sheds. Increase fuel cost. This is very important for farmer. Dr. Omran?
Yes, yes, I am listening, sir.
I can see some, I can show some pictures, and after it, I can show to my friends a short video about the leakage and insulation in one farm. We did it. You can see here in sheds we have 26 degrees centigrade warm air in the top of the sheds, and blue is the leakage, many leakage in the shed. And we reach to this picture with the IR camera. Here you can see 9 degrees centigrade leakage from the roof, and this is drop on the bird, and this is very problems for the respiratory disease. And you can see in other place leakage in the shutters, summer shutters, doors, and fans. And also you can see here, wind problem outside to the inside of the sheds. And also here we have the good ceiling of the for the fans, and bad ceiling here. And also this is important item to the leakage: bad quality inlet and bad design. You can see here we have some leakage in bottom of the inlet. You can see. And you cannot control direction of the cold air, and you need to more pressure and fans for reach to exact pressure. This is depend about leakage. Now I will show to my friends a video. This video show to you what is the damage and problems. You can see here, with increase the pressure, you have the leakage.
Yes, yes.
Can you
yes.
see, Dr. Omran?
Yes, yes, yes. I am watching, sir.
Yeah. It's with the increase the pressure, you have the leakage in bottom of the inlets. This inlet is not a standard for use in the poultry. And other I can show to you can see insulation. Here, door is insulated, and also fans insulated. Some of the fans during minimum ventilation, no need to use, and we must cover and insulated them, and this is very important. And other things, you can see here, excuse me. You can see here, and indoor is the 30.
So what is the humidity? What is the humidity? Temperature is 13.9 and Pascal is 8.9 Pascal. And what is the humidity?
Humidity, outdoor humidity is the 83%. And indoor is the 31. We are during test, and we will show to customer how we can control humidity in the sheds. You have 80%, and inside the sheds you have the 31.
Right.
You during the cold weather, the outdoor temperature is the near to 3 degrees centigrade, and humidity 83%, and indoor humidity is the 31. Now the age of the bird is the 9 day.
Oh, my day.
And inlet is open 11%. Summer shutter closed, and I must show to you, we have the 25,340 birds in the sheds. Mortality was 0.4%. We controlled air in the sheds just with the good ceiling and insulation. Now I will show you some video. I show you one shed during minimum ventilation. Bird is 9 day and less than 9 day, 6 day. And we have the fans, heater, and everything. You see all of the birds equal dispersion in the sheds. Everywhere is the same together. The number of birds is this equal. You can see. And this is the exact and good air profile and ventilation to shed and other. Excuse me. After eating, all of the shutter is sealed, and inlet also is sealed. You can imagine weather in this shed. All of the roof, please see this roof, we sealed. Before the sealing, we had the many leakage. I can show you with the IR camera. And this one also. Equal distribution of the birds. The shed is the 130 meter length. We had the many problems to leakage and insulation. Do you have my sound? I don't have.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Actually, sometime I mute my audio because of your clear voice.
These sheds I show before to you. You see the bad insulation in the sheds. Yellow is the west of the temperature, and the red is the little low, and here is the outdoor. You can see in the video 6 degrees here, and outdoor is the -6. Please see.
Yes.
A lot of cost.
I am also surprising. That's very surprised that outdoor is -6 degree and inside is leakage is already very clear, shown by a IR camera. Yes.
You can see.
Thermal image IR camera. Yes.
Yes. And in the inside of the sheds, you can see inside many leakage. We had the mini leakage and we solved it with the sealing, good sealing. Now please see the temperature. Differences between place, every place. Some place is the 27 and some place is the 9 degrees centigrade. Falling the cold air to the birds. Eliminate of the equal distribution of the temperature and weather and another things.
I have a question. I have a question, sir.
Yes.
I have a question that how we improve the leakage in our shed, because in Pakistan mostly sheds are concrete sheds. Yes, these are PCC concrete sheds, and precast and steel fabricated shed is very minimum. So what can we do to improve our leakage? Yes.
Mr. IMRAN, you know better than me, during minimum ventilation, we need to the exact and enough pressure for incoming air, cold air to the sheds. Existing sheds have a many problem and leakage. If you use minimum ventilation with the pressure, you cannot reach to good result with the existing shed, because we have many leakage in the roof, and roof is important item in compared to the doors or shutter and other things, because we have the big surface in the roof, and roof contact to the outdoor, and outdoor in the winter is the very cold. During the minimum ventilation and you go to the negative pressure, coming air from the all of the fromen and hole. In Iran, we solve with the two options existing shed problems. One, preheating of the air to the sheds. We located in the front of the sheds one room, and we heat air before coming to the sheds. This is the without inlets and just this is the preheating system, and increase the cost, but birds is comfort. Another thing is the low pressure system, you know, or low power system. If you locate it in the roof of shed chimney fans or the chimney inlet, you can manage and decrease pressure in the sheds. In the one inlet, coming air from the outside to the inside of the shed, and we must reach air profile to pick up the shed. This is the pressure is depend of the width of the sheds. For example, in the 12 meter wide of the shed, we need 12 Pascal negative pressure.
Minimum, yes.
Minimum, yes. This is depend, every shed is different.
Yes, you are absolutely right that it depends on the width of the house. But most important that why I arranged this webinar on the smoke test, because you know in the smoke test we can measure the negative pressure with the air circulation and the movement of the air. Then we will know very well that what would be the best pressure for this house. So this is a very important. Leakage test is also important, but in smoke test we can already measure the pressures, we can already measure the leakage, and all, because before arrival of the chicken, it is mandatory that you should arrange a smoke test for your leakage and for your best pressure, for your best inlet opening, and I think blah 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 blah. So yes, that's why thank you very much, Mr. Mahdi, that you did a very good presentation. And Joe, please carry on. You are telling something about the pressure 12 Pascal. If 12 Pascal is good, then please.
And I show one video. Please see. In the left and side, in the left and right side, you can see coming the air. In the right side with the green and left side with the red colory smoke, you can see two air profile with the right and left contact together and fall in the center. If you don't have a good pressure and you don't reach to the center of the shed, and before exchange heat in the top of the sheds with the cold, and this is not good, and increase moisture in litter. And another thing is the draft. Air profile and air direction is very important. Air like stick and contact to surface during movement. If your inlet have a good directions, location of the inlet, good direction, cold air can contact to the roof and move in all over the roof and reach to the middle, and after reach to the middle, drop to litter. And this is very important. Pressure depend to the width of sheds. With the wider sheds, more pressure, and small sheds with low pressure.
Yes,
And this is very important.
you are absolutely right. And Mr. Mahdi, thank you very much, because you know the webinar time is already, and now after this our webinar time is coming very soon. So please we'll meet you again. Thank you very much. So great.